Credit cards is different than bank accounts. When you go to a bank and you open an account and you deposit 100,000, this 100,000 is not a deposit. This is a loan to the bank. Why? Because if the bank building that you've opened your account in was burnt to the ground, and you go to them, they will tell you, this is your 100,000. A deposit, if you give me 1,000 riyals and tell me, please keep this until I come. And when you come from your travel and you say, give me my 1,000 riyals, and I tell you, my house was burnt to the ground, along with it, your 1,000, this means that you have no right in telling me, I want my money, because this was a deposit. I was doing you a favor. With banks, they do not keep it in a box. They take your 100,000, they lend it to people with interest, they buy shares, they do this and that. So this is actually a loan, which means anything that the banks gives to you, whether it's a set of pens or a mobile phone or a box of dates or whatever gift the bank gives to you, this is considered to be an interest over the account you've opened. And this is riba, this is haram. And credit cards, it's different. I'm not lending any money. On the contrary, I'm borrowing from the credit card itself. And I have deposit that would cover that. But this is not the point. The point is that I'm borrowing. So if I'm borrowing from someone, if I give him something extra, this is riba. But if he gives me the money that I need to borrow, and he gives me a gift on top of that, this is permissible. Therefore, to answer your question, yes, it is permissible to take the gifts over your credit card, but you have to revise the way of credit card. It is totally prohibited to buy something when you don't have assets or money to cover it. She says that reciting Qul huwallahu ahad, Qul huwal falaq, Qul rabbin nas before going to bed and blowing over our hands and wiping our bodies like the Prophet used to do, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is this considered to be a ruqya? And the answer is no. This is not ruqya. This is part of the invocation and the adhkar before going to bed. A ruqya is when you sit there and you do this process and you wipe over the area that is affected or that's hurting you or you wish it to be healed.